Hi, dreamers. I'm Percival,
And I'm Vivian.
and we are your hosts of the Dreamscape Chronicles.
If you would like to share a story for us to tell or come on the show and share it yourself, we welcome all dreamers to contact us at dreamscapechronicles@outlook.com.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hey, dreamers.
This is episode number 6. So, I've been thinking maybe we should talk a little bit more about some different types of dreams. So, I've been having some reoccurring dreams, and other people out there have as well. And one of these reoccurring dreams is very reminiscent of a past life regression type dream.
Okay.
I kind of wanted to start just by telling this dream. Like, this is kind of a shorter dream that I've had that's reoccurred a lot, but it feels very real in the moment that I'm having it. And it seems like it's some kind of past life. It feels like I'm there, if that makes any sense.
All right. Yeah, let's get into it.
It starts, I'm standing in the middle of a small sandy town, like a desert town.
Okay.
And there are stone buildings covered in like straw roofs.
Got it.
That makes sense.
I'm getting a visual.
But this whole place is on fire. Like, this whole town is on fire.
Well, that's less than desirable.
As I'm standing here in the middle of this dirt road, there's like smoke enveloping all around me,
Okay.
and I can hear someone screaming and crying for help.
Oh, gosh.
And it's from the house directly in front of my path.
Okay, so they're like caught in the building.
Right. And like, this place is like engulfed in flames, so it's like,
Yeah.
what am I supposed to do? So this is where it gets weird, right? I have chainmail on,
Oh.
and along with the chainmail, I have this white surcoat covered in ash. There's a red cross that's barely visible.
Oh. Very crusader.
Exactly. It's like a Templar looking uniform that I'm wearing.
Interesting.
I don't remember having a helmet on or even a weapon. Like, I don't have a sword or a shield. It was like I was just wearing this white surcoat with a red cross on it.
Okay. And then there's like a crap ton of smoke around you.
Yep. So as I made my way into the burning building, I kicked the wooden door in.
Like you kicked it down?
Yeah, like I just kicked the door in.
Okay.
And then so like in my dream, I feel like I'm not sure what's going on. Like, I'm panicking because there's like fire coming in the windows and all in the room. So I started searching for this person who was yelling and screaming for help. And then I make my way up to the second floor. I find a woman who asks, "You know that I am a witch. Why are you helping me?"
Ooh.
And in the dream, it's almost like it's playing itself out. Like, I'm watching it through my own eyes.
Almost like the disembodiment, like it's you, but you don't really relate to it being you.
Kinda. It's like I'm watching a film, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
I help this woman, and I'm bringing her out of the building just before the structure starts to crumble. Flames and smoke and debris start falling all around me. I pretty much wake up after that moment.
But you like rescued the woman and then like the building starts to collapse on you.
Right, so I grab this lady and I carry her down and put her on the ground outside of the building, but then, like, as soon as I do this, the building kind of just starts falling down.
That's crazy.
Sure is. That felt like a past life dream because I've had it multiple times, but it feels so strange and real.
Okay, so let's talk about past life dreams and maybe even recurring dreams.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. We can do reoccurring and past life dreams.
So let's start with recurring dreams. I think that's kind of the undertone of the whole thing.
Yeah, because even these past life dreams seem to be reoccurring.
Okay.
So,
Well, the little minimal research here, we're kind of on the fringe again, but research suggests that up to 75% of adults experience recurring dreams
okay.
and in multiple capacities.
Right, and this doesn't seem like it's too paranormal.
Yeah. Many researchers and experts link this to past traumas that our brains are trying to make sense of. And some experts even say your brain could be preparing it by creating practice scenarios of a sort that, the dreamer can rehearse their reaction to a threat. Some experts see recurring dreams with negative themes, such as falling or being attacked or failing, as evidence of unmet psychological needs. For example, being frozen with fear, failing a test, your teeth falling out, facing volcanoes and tidal waves, or other natural disasters. And then some people say being chased or showing up somewhere nude.
So these aren't only reoccurring dreams, these are reoccurring themes as well.
Yes.
Okay.
However, reoccurring nightmares have been found to be linked to what is known as nightmare disorder. I really want to address this really fast. Have you ever noticed that people don't fully understand a thing and then it officially gets titled or labeled as a disorder?
Yeah.
So, to translate, it directly means a state of confusion, or better yet, it's known as a disruption of the systematic functioning or neat arrangement of a thing. So basically, they're just saying, it's different. It's a disorder. We'll go with that. And then they just leave it there for some poor soul generations later to have to research.
Well, we all know that there's plenty of diagnosis that they put under different topics because they don't understand what they are. So they just get mislabeled under an umbrella.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, look at, PTSD, another disorder, but it started out as what, like shell shock? Because nobody understood it.
Right. There is a couple terms people have used before modern diagnosis of post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah. So I'll link that in with a good story here in a second, but let's get into past life dreams. Officially, it is known as a dream where someone experiences vivid imagery or sensations that feel like memories from a previous life, often including unfamiliar settings, people, or situations that seem strongly familiar, sometimes accompanied by a strong sense of deja vu. Many past cultures have accepted this concept, such as ancient Egypt. They considered dreams to be divine messages, and they often sought to induce prophetic dreams through a process called dream incubation, where they would sleep in sacred spaces, often temples, in order to receive visions from gods.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. Ancient Greeks and Romans held significance to dreams, with philosophers like Plato even discussing the idea of the soul's pre existence, potentially linking dreams to past life memories.
I can believe that.
Yeah. Then we go a little east to Hinduism, and we have the concept of karma and reincarnation in Hinduism, strongly connecting with the idea of past life memories being accessible through dreams.
Okay.
Which, I mean, we hear karma tossed around a lot in the Western culture anyway.
I believe in karma.
For sure. Make sure to tip your waitress. You might come back as a dung beetle. Then we have similarly Buddhism. Now, Buddhist teachings view dreams as a potential way to access past lives and understand the cycle of rebirth. More specifically, Tibetan Buddhists, advanced practitioners, may actively practice dream yoga, where they attempt to consciously navigate dreams to access deeper levels of awareness, including past lives.
Interesting. So ultimately, with most of these, it seems like you have to have some kind of belief in reincarnation.
Pretty much, yeah.
And I know that's a topic that not everyone will agree with, and that's totally fine.
Yeah, for sure. All the same, Western culture still has some connection to past life dreaming because we actually have therapists that currently practice past life regression therapy. This is recent times. I actually found a past life regression therapist very near our house, and we're in the middle of the sticks. So it's something that's still very much out there right now. Therapists are using techniques such as hypnosis to attempt to access supposed past life memories through guided regressions, often relying on clients' dream experiences to be their starting point. But basically, it allows someone to explore and address their memories, traumas, and experiences from previous lifetimes and make sense of them in their current life and help them with certain, anxieties that are coming off of those experiences.
Yeah, so it's kind of the idea of nothing is destroyed.
Yeah, like energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transferred.
So maybe residual energy that's left over. maybe that's why we have fragments of memories that might not be ours.
Yeah. So this kind of brings me back to my friend. In high school, I knew a girl. She went to a past life regression therapist and she was being treated for major PTSD because of some of the things that she experienced in a previous life, is what they were going from. Because whenever she would go into hypnotic therapy, she recalled all of these incredibly vivid memories of being on a battlefield, and it was very heavy. And some of that trauma, I guess, kept with her. And she was experiencing a recurring nightmare of this almost every night. And she would wake up in cold sweats.
That must have been pretty intense then.
Yeah. Yeah. She did say that the regression therapy helped, but it was still a nightmare that she almost every night experienced.
I would almost be scared to go to do this.
To do past life regression therapy?
Yeah, I would be worried about what we would find out.
What they might dredge up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get that. Well, do you have any other recurring dreams you want to share?
I do have another dream that is reoccurring, but I don't think this is a past life dream though.
Okay. Just a recurring dream or theme?
Yes, so this is a dream I've had well over a dozen times, and it's almost identical every time.
Wow.
Up until recently, actually, it has changed a tiny bit,
Okay.
but I'll just tell the dream how it originally happened, and I'll go over some of the changes
Just, yeah, start with the original.
because there were kind of minute changes until recently.
Okay.
They didn't make any sense.
Got it.
So this dream starts off where I'm surrounded by a forest enveloped in trees and a canopy.
Okay.
I was walking on a dirt path. In front of me, there was this gargantuan snake with like dark, oily sheen, almost iridescent in color.
Okay. So when you say gargantuan, like how big we talking here?
So this thing was probably 20 foot long.
Oh, okay.
This thing was probably as round as a watermelon.
Oh my gosh.
Like it
Okay.
was an enormous
So,
snake.
like an anaconda, kind of.
Yeah, like a very big one.
Okay, got it.
But it was like that darker than dark feel.
Oh, yeah.
But the snake looked oily. Like it looked wet, if that makes
Or
sense.
maybe was it like the light was shifting
I mean, it could have been.
kind of thing?
It could possibly have been that. It just, the way it looked and it was moving, it just looked like black liquid oil
Ooh,
moving, right?
gotcha.
So as I followed it through the path up ahead, about 20 foot or so from an opening that cut to the left, there was a stone bridge over like a shallow stream.
Okay.
It was dusk and the sky was illuminated with, it was like an orangish red, like it was, you could still see outside.
Like a really vibrant sunset.
Most of my dreams have this dusk theme. It seems like everything's happening at dusk for me.
Yeah.
This one is a little earlier than how normally it's like a purplish gray hue.
Yeah, more like a nighttime moonlit type deal.
Right. But like I could see the sun setting in the distance. It was still light out. It wasn't completely just moonlit anymore.
Gotcha.
So I followed this snake on the gravel path toward the bridge.
Hmm.
We didn't go across this bridge. Instead, the snake went to the left and we headed down this embankment.
Okay.
That makes sense. Like it sloped down. As soon as I reached the hill, the snake disappeared under the first arch of the stone bridge.
So, like, went under the bridge.
Right. And this seemed like a Roman style bridge.
Okay, yeah, with those really big stone bridges with their arches underneath.
Right. And this one had two abutments and then a singular column in the center. So it had two arches,
Okay.
if that makes sense. And the water was low enough to where there were streams flowing. They're maybe a foot deep.
Okay, so pretty shallow, but still running water.
Right. There was like a little bit of a sandbar because the water was so low there and it was like rocks and sand.
Mm.
And then in the center of the two, more sand that was built up because of, the water level. As I descended down the hill to the first arch, and turned to follow where the snake went. Built into the abutment was a large, dark wooden door.
Built into the side of the bridge.
It would have been directly underneath the bridge,
Yeah.
but you would only be able to see it if you walked underneath the bridge and then
Through the arch.
right, and then looked to your right once you were underneath it.
Okay.
There was a door.
But where would that
Into it.
go? Would it, I mean, like, it would just go into, like, the dirt if you open the door, right?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make sense.
I don't know, yeah.
So there it was like a seamless door, right? All this stone, but the door was wooden, and there were no seams, and there were no visible hinges. The door was made with two large cast iron plates, I guess, with like rivets holding the wood together. That
Okay,
makes sense?
so, yeah, like it's an old style door.
Right. And on the left-hand side, there was a keyhole, but there was no handle. But it did have another cast iron circular ring-shaped door knocker, I guess.
Okay.
Or maybe it was a handle. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I tried pulling on it and I couldn't move. It didn't even like shake or budge or anything. It was like pretty solid.
Okay. Or maybe it was locked.
Well, yeah, it was definitely locked.
So it wouldn't budge even if it was a handle, right?
Well, you know what I mean. Like even if you try to open a door that's locked, it's like you
Oh,
can kind
it'll-
of jar it a little
I
bit.
see what you mean.
This thing was solid, like it was part of the rest of the stone. Like it didn't move or anything.
Weird.
It was kind of strange, yeah. I kind of gave up after like pulling on it for a second because I noticed the light was changing where I was at because I was underneath. So as I turned to ascend back up the hill, the sunset disappeared. And then I wake up every time.
So it gets dark and then Percival's awake.
Yeah, like it happens very quickly. Almost within 2 seconds, it goes from, having a sunset to almost going directly into night. And then as soon as the sun just is completely out of view, it's like snap, I wake up.
That's so weird. Okay, so you said that was the original, but what were the tiny changes that you've had over time?
I don't remember if I've mentioned the witch from Tennessee that I met. She had told me something about avoiding Lafayette.
Like the city?
Yeah. So I just assumed this was in Louisiana.
Okay, but there's more than one Lafayette.
Right. And that's what I've just realized recently. So
Oh.
in my dream, there was a sign that had that on it. And only until recently did the sign change. And I don't know if this is because I've started digging into some other people's experiences, but the sign changed to where now it's Lafayette, Indiana.
Oh.
Yeah, so now I actually have a place, but I've never thought of Indiana until recently. But to me, I felt like this is some kind of prophetic dream, but I don't really understand the meaning of it. Or it's supposed to symbolize something that I'm not aware of.
Like what?
I'm not sure.
You're not aware of it.
But yeah, those are the two reoccurring dreams I've had happen a lot. So I kind of wanted to share those with everyone.
Yeah. Well, I think this was a really good episode.
Yeah, it was one of the shorter episodes, but it was a couple dreams that I felt I could share.
Short and sweet.
Yeah. And we do have people who have given us some of their reoccurring dreams. We're going to work those in to our show here at a later date.
For sure. But until then, dreamers, keep dreaming and
join us in discovering what may lie beyond the walls of sleep.